Cirespeed Reviews wants to know.
What's your Star Wars story?
All right, welcome back to Cirespeed Reviews. We got a special guest with us today. We have Will from Padawan Pop's channel. Let me bring him up real quick.
Hey Eric, how's it going?
Good, man. How you been?
Been good, can't complain.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I know you got a YouTube channel that you just recently started.
Yep.
You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, for sure. So I started on Instagram about a year ago and mainly just was focusing on taking pictures of my collection, Funko Pops, things like that. And after meeting you guys, you, Chris, Tony, Patrick, I thought, why not start a YouTube channel like everybody else and actually have a place to talk about Star Wars, not just post pictures and type it out, but actually talk about it, which is probably the most fun thing that we get to do, is just talk about something as cool as Star Wars. So yeah, started that maybe in April, I believe, and it's been super fun. It's not a ton of followers or anything, but it's still a good time getting on and talking.
That's gonna come with time, man. But yep. You keep doing those YouTube shorts, gives you a lot of eyes on your channel, which is awesome. And I do like your style of your videos.
Yeah,
all your Funko Pops that you have. So what do you cover on your channel?
Yeah, so on YouTube, it's going to be a mix. In shorts, I like to focus on my Funko Pop collection. And then in videos, I've started doing, I don't want to say a long form because they're like, 4 or 5 minutes long, but just talking about Star Wars news, what's going on. Lately, it's been Ahsoka, so a lot of that. And then we've had a few countdown videos too. I know you've posted quite a few of those as well, counting down your top 5 Funko Pops. So it's pretty much between those two. And then on the shorts, I will post unboxing videos.
Yeah, those top 5s are fun. They're fun to do.
They are.
They're pretty quick to make them, but yeah, they're fun to do and be able to, show what your favorite pops and stuff like that.
I have a hard time choosing a top 5. I don't know about you, like narrowing it down on some of these. Like, I just want to do them all.
yeah, it was so difficult when it was the troopers. Oh,
yeah.
All right, cool. So roughly how many Funko Pops do you have in your collection?
Yeah, so I just checked before we hopped on and I'm at about 142 now. So I've been saying I'm a little over 100, but it's a little bit over 100 at this point.
Usually more than what you think it is.
Yeah, and that's where it gets dangerous. I'll just throw some in the closet that I haven't unboxed yet, and I'll forget, and there'll be like 20 of them in there. I'll be like, when did I get these? Yeah,
no, it's like every time I go to the mall or every time I head out with the Walmart or Target or something like that, I'm like always finding something like, okay, this is part of my collection now.
Same here.
So what else do you Funko Pops besides Star Wars? You collect anything else other than that?
Yeah, so at my office at work, I do have quite a few The Office Pops, so the sitcom. So I do have maybe 10 or 12 Office Pops plus an advent calendar. So that's like another 25 little ones on top of that. And then sometimes I'll get, Star Wars things that aren't Funko Pops, like art, or, I've got a lightsaber. I'll get lightsaber crystals at Galaxy's Edge, little things like that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome that you're like right there in Florida.
Yes,
or close
so
enough
convenient.
To Florida.
Yeah, I'm like 2 hours away from Orlando, so we usually go once a month.
That's awesome. I got to make plans in advance to make a trip out there.
And then I do have Legos too. I do have a few Lego sets.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a little, but not a lot at all.
I don't have the patience for it like some people do.
No, I mean that's something I need to work on it. Maybe I'll start doing some videos like that. Actually, matter of fact, I've got one of these I haven't even cracked open yet.
Oh yeah, now that's my speed right there.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do a video or something like that.
Yeah, Lego content will take off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. All right, so I'm gonna ask the first question of the 3-part questions that I do on this interviews. So, what's your favorite Star Wars trilogy?
Yeah, so it's hard to pick. I mean, there's only 3, so you can narrow it down. But I can't go against the original. I grew up with the prequel trilogy, holds a special place. I watched episodes 1, 2, and 3 thousands of times growing up. But then as an adult watching Star Wars, I think I've really just come to like the original trilogy a lot more. The sequel trilogy is fun. I watch it, but definitely that's probably 3rd on my list. Original being 1st.
Yeah. I'm in the same camp, man. I love the original trilogy. I mean, I do love the prequels, but it's something about the original trilogy
Yeah.
brings me back to my childhood. Yeah, you're in my same camp. I love the original trilogies. I do love the prequels, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the catalyst for you starting your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so the YouTube channel was really kind of like I said earlier, is an extension of the Instagram. Instagram is very, like, you can post a lot of cool stuff and meet a lot of cool people. I would not have met all of y'all outside of Instagram, but at the same time, you are limited in scope there, I believe. You can't go on and talk for 20 minutes about Star Wars on Instagram. You could, but I don't think anyone would want to see it. But on YouTube, it actually gives you a lot more creative opportunities, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. Opportunity to do videos on YouTube, man. It's just incredible. Do like videos for your reviews. You can do videos of toy hunts. And like you said, it's very limited on Instagram because you only got that little bit of time.
Yep.
And here it's like encouraged to do long videos.
For sure. And even like unboxing stuff on Instagram. You can take like a 10-second video and then you can type just a little bit, like a few sentences. And then I could talk for 5 minutes about one Funko Pop here. So it's definitely a better outlet, I believe, as far as discussing things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Glad you took chances in making your own YouTube channel, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, subscribe. So
I
if you guys
appreciate
don't,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna leave a link to his channel down below. Also, I'll probably do a little QR code to his channel to take you directly to his channel when you guys watching this video. So yeah, subscribe to his channel and follow him on Instagram. Do you have a TikTok by any chance?
No, I've never actually got into TikTok. I'm sure it's similar to the rest of them, but I haven't got in there yet.
Yeah, you get quick followers, but I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time on TikTok.
Gotcha.
I do have one, but hardly ever
Right.
use it.
Okay.
All right, so the question why we are here.
What's your Star Wars story?
What's your Star Wars story? What brought you to the Star Wars table? What sparked that Star Wars love for you?
Yeah, so it's almost like a two-parter. So growing up, a child of the 90s, for a lot of my childhood, there wasn't Star Wars, right? It was that in-between time. I was too young to be reading, the books coming out at the time. Those were novels, not just books. But there was still Star Wars toys. So I do remember having Star Wars action figures growing up. And then when episode 1 came out, that was like, oh my goodness, like these toys I've been playing with. It was essentially there's going to be more of them, but then also I can go watch these movies. So I don't think I watched episode 1 in theater, but I did watch it, on VHS afterwards. And then episode 2 was the first Star Wars movie that I saw in theater. And that was a game changer. I remember taking like an old baseball bat out in the yard and pretending, that I was a Jedi fighting the droids. And then, from there you get the little lightsabers that will retract out of the thing.
Yeah.
And episode 3 came out. I watched it a few times in theaters, and it's just history from there. Star Wars has been my favorite form of entertainment.
Yeah, that's about the same thing. For me and my brother, it was not baseball bats. We used these curtain holders. Those little, white curtain holders.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep, but we would bend the mess out of them. We just straighten them right back up. And that was me and my brother's lightsabers. And we were always...
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was our thing. Money was really tight, growing up. But we, used our imagination. So I was like...
I think the best part about Star Wars, though, is like the Force is not anything that you can buy, right? So you can like throw your hand out, act like a Jedi, and any stick will work. Like it can be a lightsaber, and you can have a hand blaster. You can do that, and you've got Star Wars.
Yeah, that's pretty much, us growing up. We had to be very inventive on Star Wars stuff because we didn't have any. So it had no lightsabers and stuff like that. So yeah, it was. But hey, it was all about imagination. That's what Star Wars is all about. That's
for sure.
Yeah, exactly what George Lucas did. Used his imagination to just created stuff out of just novelty things that you found around the house or electrical components that was supposed to be for one thing and used it for making
props,
making buildings and props and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the beautiful thing about imagination is that's how we got Star Wars nowadays. It's like, but yeah, that's an awesome story. Yeah, I feel you, man. It's like you use the baseball bats. Thanks so much, Will, for telling us your Star Wars story. Last question is, did you bring something you wanted to share with everybody?
So I've been ordering a lot of Funko Pops on Amazon lately. Usually I buy them like as I see them in the wild, but Amazon's had some deals too good to pass up. So I did get this K2 Pop last week, K2 SO. It was like $5 on Amazon. It came with a little medallion or pin.
Yeah.
And this may be my favorite droid. I love all the different, battle scars on it. I think it looks really sharp.
Yeah, I love that design.
And then I also brought this. So this is my lightsaber that I got a couple years ago at Galaxy's Edge that I made. So let's see if I can pull it back a little. Yeah, there we go. No, you're good.
There you go.
Yeah, so made that a couple years ago. And then this past spring, they added new designs. So when you build one, there's different materials now. So I booked a trip for Galaxy's Edge later for this summer, and yesterday I booked another lightsaber experience at Savi's workshop. So
nice.
I thought I will show this one off in anticipation of having a new one in a little more than a month. I'm super excited for that.
Are you going to go with a similar style with that, with the color scheme and everything?
So I'm leaning towards the Sith one this time. So I didn't like the Sith one before. I didn't think the parts looked very good. They were kind of bland, but the new ones look awesome. So I'm thinking I'm going to do Sith style with a red blade this time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This one has a green blade or a green crystal.
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I've like I said, yet been to any of the Galaxy's Edge or anything like that. So I need to make plans. I know it's kind of strange. It sounds strange for a Star Wars fan, but I haven't made plans. I haven't been out there yet, so I need to make plans. Head out there, maybe get a lightsaber.
Yeah, you got to make the pilgrimage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I'll tell you, come when it's cooler outside.
Yeah. I don't want to be in no 100 degrees weather.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Nope.
So you say you're making that trip when?
That will be in August, mid-August. So I'm going for my 30th birthday. That's what most adults do, right? They go to Disney World and build a lightsaber. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome, man. That's gonna be an awesome treat for you, man.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, definitely need to make that trip out there one of these days.
Yep.
I need to make a trip also with the group.
I was gonna say, whenever you make that trip, half of us are in Florida, so we will just make plans around your trip.
Definitely. That'd be awesome. We get you guys up. That'd be
for cool, for sure.
All right, so we're gonna end here. What's your Star Wars story? Thank you, Will, for hanging out with me and showing us your lightsaber, your pop that you just recently purchased at Amazon. There was a lot of great deals on that Prime. I didn't get the chance to get into any of that, but I do have some more stuff coming. Also, I wanted to show you guys what I picked up. And let me see if I can find it. Found this guy here at was at Target, I believe, last week. This is one of my newest purchases. Darth Vader, the redemption part at the Return of the Jedi. Touching moment with him and his son, and I was so glad I was able to pick this one up. I wasn't sure if this was going to be an exclusive when they originally said they were going to make this pop, but I was so glad it was available for everybody to be able to grab one of those. So,
that's my favorite Vader so far.
Yeah, it's awesome. I need to do a review for hopefully soon. I'll do a review for this one.
Yeah.
But thanks so much, Will, for hanging out with me, man. And also, if you want to tell everybody where can we find you?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram, it's Padawan_Pops, and then on YouTube, it's just Padawan Pops, just spelled like it sounds. And Eric, thanks for having me on. This has been a great time.
No. Thank you, Will, for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate you being on this channel and being my episode 4 guest on the channel. And subscribe to his channel. Check him out on Instagram, YouTube. And thanks so much for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Hit subscribe on Padawan Pop's channel. And we'll see you on our next video. Peace.